You got a good idea in the last two videos of how the schematic view works and how it's a visual representation of what's going on. But it can also help you set up scenes as well. So this first one we're going to do is still using this robot arm, but I'm going to show you how this helps simplify things, not just because of visually what you're doing, but also because, well, you don't have to do as much. All right, so let me do this again. We're going to go to locators and add a locator, and that's this guy right here. Okay. And I should mention that if you hit display for this, you can actually change the size of the locator. You can put a label on it. You can add draw options, and in those draw options you can wireframe, user colors, fill colors, and so on. Okay, just some little options there. We'll turn that off just so it's not too busy. All right, so what we're going to do is build up this channel link inside the schematic view. So what I'm going to do is take the locator and just hit add selected. Easy enough. Okay. And that little section right there is because I was playing with the draw options. So you can see right down here this black fill color. That's what that is. All right. What I want to do with this is add a user channel, right? So you would think to click right on it, but really what you want to do is you just want to select it first and add a user channel right here, just like we did before. There's a couple of ways to do it too. We'll call this claw. We want a percentage. We want it 0 to 100 and click OK. And because that was selected, it adds that user channel right there. The other way is down here at the very bottom, you could say add user channel. Again, and I had selected the locator, went to channels tab, and then you can hit add user channel right down there as well. All right, so we've got our claw. Not much is happening, but remember from the previous video, we have to add a channel link. Okay. Well, what do we want to link? Well, in the previous video, I showed you how you could take this whole assembly down there, and that's great. It's good to do, but really we don't need to use that whole assembly. We really just want the X channel. So with that locator selected right there, if you press the Y command, that's the channel we want. Okay, that's the group I should say. Come down with that selected and select the channel we want. So that is the X position. We'll drag that over. So there's the position X for the wrist IK goal. And again, this whole IK rig is set up in our other course, our Modo 401 Dynamic Parenting. All right, so all you need to do is link these two, right? You would think to go like this. Well, not quite, because now you have no control over what it's doing. You saw it move, but it's not really doing anything. So I'm going to select this and just press my backspace key, which is delete. And I want to add a modifier called channel relationship. So channel relationship, I also have previously used right there, and I'll add this relationship. So if you remember when we did channel links, we selected the driver, what was driven, hit the channel link. Okay, a little bit of a process, but it helped us in the long run when it came to animation. Well, this will help you even more. So I want the claw to be the input, and I want the output, of course, to go to the position. Well, that's great. It moved, but how am I controlling this? If you look at our channel hall, you can see that, well, it's not really doing anything. Well, I've not determined anything for the relationship, so I'm going to double click and I'll get my little heads up display. And what we're going to do is at the position 0, excuse me, at position X, we're going to click on that and see how we can click and drag. I'm just holding the mouse down and just dragging. So right here, when the claw is at 0%, we'll create a key. Back in position when the claw is at 100%, get this to about there and create a key. Okay, so this claw, remember, is our user channel that we created. So now if I come back in here and I open up channel hall for the claw, I've got my slider. So what you would see now was a very simple way of doing what we've done before with channel links, opening this up, hitting load driver, load driven, relationship, add link, and so on. And then what do we have to do? We had to do it all over again for the other hand. Well, the advantage of using the schematic view is I can simply go like this. I want to control this one as well, position X, and I want the output to go to that. Done. Okay, so open up channel hall again, and now both are controlled. So it didn't have to go through the whole process. I can very easily create this relationship. Okay, so really good use of the schematic tools. I think Brad up on the Luxology forum showed you how even a simple door can be animated by animating one and then setting that link to the other one, and by multiplying and setting the value to -1, you can open one door and the other would swing as well. Kind of the same idea here, where this channel hall allows you to just have your heads up display and simply control two items that you only had to set up once.